Hi, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how to grow fall tomatoes for a winter harvest. And I've got you have to use the micro tomatoes. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be growing them in these smaller pots. And if it gets in the 40s or low 40s, I'm going to bring them back in the house. And then when it warms back up, you bring them back out. And in zone 9A, we get a lot of, even in December, we get a lot of temperatures that are above that, so you can be able to do it. I'm not messing with any lights other than the normal lights that I got for seed starting. It's just regular LED lights that you get for shop lights. But I do have the micro tomatoes. Planted those about a month ago. This one here on this row is Fat Frog micro tomato. This here's Orange Hat. This row here is Little Peeps, and this one here is it's called Rosy Finch, which is, they're smaller. I don't really know why. The other thing you'll notice, and a bad thing about having them outside, you notice right here, I've got a worm or something eating on these, so I'm going to take one from over here and plant those. And I hope to have like, 2 of each kind. The others are kind of extra because you never know. Like in this one, I planted 6 tomatoes, only got 2, so that's why you plant more than what you need, and then sometimes you have extra. The first thing to be planting is going to be your Fat Frog. On these trays here, they have a hole in the bottom of them, and the easiest way to do it is just to get something, and this I've got here. Go up over the bottom of it, and then push it up, and then you got your deal ready to pull out. First thing you ought to do though is go ahead and fill up your pot. And you pretty much fill it all the way up, and then after you do this, I do have some fertilizer in this water. The potting mix that I make. It doesn't matter that much on the potting mix if you're doing annuals that you can have for a couple of months. So a lot of times your potting mix, if you're doing perennials, you need to have a lot more wood chips in it and stuff of that nature, or pine bark chips. But this is only going to be there for a couple of months, so it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, here's the one that we started up. We'll pull this one up, and one bad thing about sometimes you get a lot of roots that go with them when you pop them up like that. So I'll put a little bit more in here, and then you just set it down in the middle, and then cover it up. Now, one thing to remember, that even though this is in a really big pot, considering the size of the plant, that all this room down here, you got to keep this watered and keep it on top, because that's where all the roots are right now. The roots will eventually take over the whole spot. But water it in good, and just keep it watered. And since I'm going to do 2 of the same kind, and this water being out there, that's not a problem. So let's do the next one. This time I'm going to go the other way, the one beside it. Well, I'm going to do the other one. The reason why is that way I have more space, so the others will continue to grow. Again, we just set this thing down here a little bit. Try not to get the dirt, if you can, on the leaves. Where's the bug? So I'm going to water it real good. And that's it. And I will keep you updated on these and showing you, like I say, I'm going to go ahead and finish it out. But and this is the size pots they're going to be in. Now, some people like to take from here, put them in a smaller pot, and work them up that way. I never had that problem on tomatoes. You have pretty aggressive rooters. If you have a perennial that you're planting, that is a good idea, because you don't want to get too big, because what will happen is, if you had a big pot, a lot bigger than this, but let's say you had a pot like this, and your roots are right here, all this water around here is going to stay wet, and you can get root rot on stuff like oranges and things of that nature. So that's one thing to consider. But anyway, that's the Fat Frog one. I will do the others, and then I'll keep you updated as we go. Kelly, you got anything to say?
No.
Okay.
Bye.
Just my wife.